is the crown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another I Am Heavy Cash podcast with your boy, the one and only, the chosen one, the money man himself, Mr. Don Heavy, repping for the NY and the Shy, coming back to you on another Thursday. Tonight, we're going to talk to NFL rookies. Now, the NFL rookie combine is starting tomorrow, and the world is halfway back to normal. And I say halfway because the world is only completely back to normal when the actual NFL season starts in September. But a very, 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 very important day is coming up, and that's NFL Draft Day. But before NFL Draft, these NFL rookies or prospects, they got to go through a series of tests, which is called the NFL Combine. But we all know this is I Am Heavy Cash, so we're going to talk about the heavy cash, okay? The Combine has nothing to do with the cash. The Combine, well, I can't say the Combine has nothing to do with the cash because it's pretty much a testing, a job interview. So it counts toward how much you're worth, pretty much. You know, it's all numbers, it's all tangibles, but it counts towards how much a team might want to pay for you. So how much your salary might be, how much your rookie salary might be. Some guys might go in the first round, second round. Some guys might go in the seventh round. But it all depends on what you've done during the course of your college career and what you will do or what you've done in the NFL Combine. But like I said, this is I Am Heavy Cash, so we're going to talk to the heavy cash because the rookies are about to go on this job interview, and some of them are going to go in the first round and get a substantial amount of money, more money than they've ever seen before, and some of them, that might be the only NFL contract that they ever get. Yeah, I know. So we're going to jump into the numbers here for a second. Now, the NFL league minimum, now this is regarding salaries. The NFL league minimum is $430,000, around $430,000. This is before taxes. Now, we all see the big numbers that ESPN and that the news pulls up. You know, this athlete got paid this much, and this salary is this much for this many years with this much guaranteed. But Don Heavy wants to let you know that this is before taxes. Now, we all know that the United States tax amount is about around 39%. So let's be wary of how much we think these athletes are making because they might be under more pressure than most people. Well, don't take what I'm saying wholeheartedly because obviously they're getting paid massive amounts of dough to play the sport that they love, played on a high level. So they're making them, a lot of money, a lot of buku chips. Like Fat Trell like to say, the buku chips. They making buku chips for their passions. Nothing wrong with that. But this is all before taxes. All the reports that come out about the bread that they making is money before taxes. Okay? So the league minimum is around $430,000. Now the average league salary around the NFL is around $2 million. There's guys that get the big salaries, but then there's guys that you never hear of that are getting the league minimum all their life. Most NFL players get the league minimum, are not getting paid the buku money. The majority are closer to the league minimum than they are to $40 million and $50 million contracts. So let that resonate with a lot of us out there today. Now we're going to jump into the 401k plan. Now, the NFL has a 2-to-1 match 401k plan available only after 2 seasons. Only after 2 years as a full tenure NFL football player, which is capped at $26,000. So this 2-to-1 401k is capped at $26,000. Don Heavy's already done the I Am Heavy Cash on 401k. So this is why I don't like the 401k, because you can cap it. What you mean capping my money? I don't understand that. It's a salary cap, and then you can cap the amount of money that I can invest with you. I don't get it. Why are you capping my money? Whatever. That's the rules. You got to play by the rules. Okay? Now, this is more worth it. They have an annuity plan worth $80,000 currently. It goes up to about $96,000 in 2018. Right now, in 2016, it's worth $80,000, but that's only available after 4 seasons. So the NFL annuity plan is worth $80,000, but only after 4 seasons. On season 5, you are capable of getting that annuity plan for 80 stacks. Okay? Now that we have the numbers, and now that we have everything that we need so we can get a little visual of what's going on in the bank accounts and the pockets of these NFL players, let's go to career length. Now, the average career length of an NFL player is 3 years. So NFL literally means, if you are an avid NFL fan, you've heard this saying before, NFL does not mean National Football League. It means not for long. Going back to the league, average salary, that means you're getting $6 million if you got the average. So $2 million per year, $6 million. If you got the 401k plan, you only get 1 year of that if you play the third year. And you never get the annuity plan worth the $80,000. You never get that. And we didn't even mention the pension plan that's available that you can collect at the age of 55, where you get, I think, $600 or $700 per season. So you get $700 per season. Now, the new wave of NFL players, they're retiring before the age of 32. I know we all heard about Calvin Johnson, even though he's not retired. He's not retired officially yet. You've heard about Calvin Johnson, Patrick Willis from the 49ers. They all retiring. Marshawn Lynch is 29 years old. They're all retiring before the age of 32, maybe because of all the brain trauma and all the new scary diseases that are on the horizon that they don't want to catch, or maybe because the NFL's league is changing, or maybe because this money's not worth it. I'm saying this money, $2 million average salary, your pension plan is not available till you're 55. Your annuity plan you can't reach until after your 4th season, and you can't even touch that until the age of 35. Maybe they're looking at it like, maybe all this contact and all these injuries and all this pressure I'm putting on my body to perform, maybe it's not all that worth it for the long haul. Maybe they're saying that. Who knows? Don Heavy doesn't know. Don Heavy's just giving you the cash right now. So for most of the perks that the NFL has to offer, time is against the young guys. Okay, NFL rookies, NFL prospects, time is against you. Now, there's a reason why Don Heavy's saying this. Because all this money that you're looking at in the future, you have to understand that it's going to be very hard to get to that 4th season, to get to that 5th season. Most don't. Now, draft night, one of the most important nights for all of you young guys out there that are NFL prospects. Draft night, these kids will be sporting the newest jewelry. I see it every year. The newest jewelry, the newest suits, ready to sign that check or sign the check away. It depending on what you do with your money. Now, I hope you're listening to Don Heavy, because if you're listening to Don Heavy, then you know what to do with your money. But if you're not, then you probably got some accountant or some broker, some financial advisor with very deep pockets that has a lot of game that's going very deep into your mind. And the more he speaks, the shorter your pockets get and the deeper his pockets get. And that that's not really, it doesn't really add up. It's subtracting. You're subtracting the cash and you're not really making heavy cash. And we're talking about heavy cash. The reason why we call it the heavy cash is not because the situation is heavy. It's the weight of the cash bags that you should be carrying around. It should always be heavy. With all this money being thrown around at them and their families, some of these guys, some of these NFL rookies, the families are still poor all the way up until draft night. If you don't believe me, we can use Peyton Barber, the sophomore running back from Auburn, as an example. He rushed for 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards. He had about 13 touchdowns, I believe. And he's going into the NFL right now. He could have played 2 more seasons in college, even at least 1 more. But he's going into the NFL as a sophomore, as a redshirt sophomore, because his mother's homeless, which is a noble deed. And he's looking out for Mom Dukes, and that's what's up. But if we're gonna do that, we should make sure that we're mentally prepared for that. Someone should be stepping up to the plate to help these kids escape the threshold of poverty, not only financially, which a lot of them are running from. They're running from poverty financially, but we should be running from poverty mentally as well, because this money game is a mental game. You got to think about the money. You got to pay attention to the money. You got to be careful what you do with the money. Be very careful. A lot of y'all are more careful than what you do with your products, what you do with your items, your sneakers, and your new watch, and than what you do with your money. And at the end of the day, the money is what gets you places. The money is what gets you from point A to point B. The money is what has to last. Your watch don't have to stay shiny. Your money has to be able to buy you more watches. Your sneakers don't have to stay clean. You walk on the ground, but your money gotta stay right in order to buy them clean sneakers, in order to buy cleaning products to get the little smudge off the sneakers, and the new toothbrush if you want to scrub the laces and all that. The money has to be right. Make sure you pay attention to the money, guys. Instead of throwing all your money into a grand, big old lavish apartment and even an exclusive new whip, some of you get all that money and go buy the new Bugatti right away. Maybe you should start investing the majority of your bread since time is already against you. You already have to face time. You have to face other players that might be looking to injure you. Might have bounties out on you. You don't know. You only know after the report comes out in the news, but you don't know. So you got to go against time. You got to go against your body damage. Maybe we should be investing most of our bread so we can have it working just as hard as the athletes to make more money. Just like the athletes work really hard to make the bread, maybe the money should be working just as hard. Going to a spring training, making sure it's right for the summertime to come around and go to the championship of finances. Maybe the money should be doing just that, just like the athletes. I believe that these kids would rather stay rich than enjoy only being rich for a few short years and then going broke. I honestly believe that the majority of these kids would rather stay popping, stay rich, by the way. And if you need some help, if you don't know where to look, because I had a friend, he said, yo, you coming from the projects, and you coming from poverty, and you get all this money thrown at you, you don't know what to do with that money. Okay, maybe you don't. Maybe you just found an excuse, even though Don Heavy, thoroughly believes in not making excuses, just make money. Find out what to do with the money. But either way, maybe you don't know what to do with the money. So if you need some help, then you know what you can do. You can get on Snapchat at the moment and follow Money by the Minute with Don Heavy. It's a new segment where Don Heavy just gives you financial news every day, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, in case you were wondering. And if you still need some more help, then check out the Black Market Watch and learn about the stock and personal finance game to step your money game up. But whatever you do, young fellas, whatever you guys do, none of you, and I say again, none of you end up on Money Talks for any of the wrong reasons. Please don't, because that is a day that you really don't want to see, because Don Heavy will get in you. Pause. But Don Heavy will get at you. Pause. Don Heavy is going to get at the finances. He's definitely going to get at the finances. Don't end up like some of you, your predecessors. Don't end up on Money Talks for any of the wrong reasons, because Don Heavy will not have any remorse for you. Why? Because Don Heavy is giving you the tools right now to be successful in regards to your money. Now, I can't tell you what to do on the football field. I can't tell you how to protect your body. I can't tell you how to study the playbook. I can't tell you how to stay away from the girls and don't marry the wrong girl and get the alimony and the child support. I can't tell you none of that. Don Heavy can't tell you none of that. But what I can tell you is definitely check in and tune in to Money by the Minute and know about what's going on in the economy and going on with finances and in the stock market around the world. And definitely tune in to Black Market Watch if you need to know the terminology, the proper terminology, in enhancing your knowledge of your finances and of the stock market, of investing in stocks, so you can make that money and help it grow. And once again, don't ever make excuses, because excuses didn't get you to being a prospect in the NFL. Excuses didn't get you to the combine. Just make money, and in the process score lots of touchdowns so you can get a fat contract and make more, right? That's what Don Heavy's saying. Thank you for tuning in to another I Am Heavy Cash with Don Heavy, the Chosen. The Money Talks Kanye West edition is out on the streets right now, people. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check that out and see your boy Ye, because he's been completely wilding out and he needs to check himself, and that's why he had to check in with the Don. An all new Black Market Watch will be dropping very soon, so all my peeps out there, they can step up their stock market investing game a whole nother level, like my man Chris Rock said, a whole nother level. Step up the stock market game a whole nother level, and let's get this money. See you soon. I'm gonna see y'all soon, next Tuesday, and definitely don't make excuses, just make money. This is I Am Heavy Cash, Don Heavy, and I'm out.
This program is brought to you by Her Pretty Ghost and Better New Business. Thank you for tuning in.